Hey guys, Dave Keller here with Market Misbehavior. My wife informed me a couple weeks ago we would be Marie Kondoing our house. If you're not familiar with Marie Kondo and the whole tidying up mentality, look at her recent show on Netflix, where she basically goes through and redoes people's houses or encourages them to redo their houses by going through all of their materials and getting rid of things that don't spark joy. Well, part of this process is going through all the paper, all the books, all the magazines in your house, and so I'm uncovering all sorts of things I neglected to read and I'm catching up on. So I was going through all the Harvard Business Review, and I had an article on curiosity, and basically presented some groundbreaking new research that shows that curiosity is vital to an organization's purpose. And as I read this, I'm thinking, obviously it is. How could that not be a vital part of any organization or your own individual life experience, to be curious? But it's funny how many investors are not curious investors. The opposite of curiosity, I would say, is apathy or indifference or something like that. And I've never heard of a good consistently good investor who didn't evaluate what they were doing and try to improve their process, try to improve how they were approaching things. They might have things that work, but they're always looking and identifying ways to do it better. There's a book by Bennett Goodspeed called The Dow Jones Averages, which is a really, really good read, and it's a quick read, but it talks about whole-brained investing. So basically, as investors, you need to use your left brain and your right brain. And I'll tell you from personal experience, the best analysts I've met are good left brain thinkers. They're detailed. They love to dig into a project deeply. They love to follow it through and see it to completion and dig into all the weeds to uncover all the details behind a particular thought. But the best money managers I've met are more right brain oriented, or at least have a combination of the two. So they're able to think more holistically, think more big picture, understand themes and how cycles will evolve. And that's not left brain detailed work. That's more big picture, right brained type of thinking. It's funny. I enjoyed, overlapping with Peter Lynch at times in my time at Fidelity. And in one of his books, I forget which one, he talked about being the first analyst to go and visit Volvo in Sweden. And when he went there, the people at Volvo were like, we've never had someone come and visit our company before. Imagine that in today's day and age. This is obviously many decades ago, but it shows you there's a curiosity. There was an opportunity to do something different, to uncover something that other people hadn't. And that's what took Peter Lynch to Sweden to evaluate a company that other people had not. So that's the sort of mentality you need to embrace. So I often talk about the paradigm of the mindful investor and approaching investing and your life, more broadly speaking, with the spirit of mindfulness. And I think a big part of mindfulness is self-awareness and recognizing that you're imperfect and recognizing that there are things that you could improve on, things that you can do better. And I would say that a big part of self-awareness is the recognition that you can't rest on your laurels. You can't just find something that works in life or in the markets and just sit on it and have apathy, have indifference, and just let it run until it stops working, right? You always have to, with some regularity, with some consistency, be reevaluating where you're at. And I would tell you, a mindful investor is a curious investor. Be curious and look for opportunities that others have not found yet. If this sort of thinking and evaluation of your process and your thinking is of interest to you, I hope you check out some of the other videos on my channel where I talk about this paradigm of the mindful investor, how to be creative, how to be more inspired in your investing and in your life. Thanks so much.